bottle girl comes back to our table like 5 minutes later, and she's coming back to the table with all these shots. Mind you, I'm through. Top of the video, your girl is back with a story time. If you're to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even gotta say nothing, because you know what's up, I know, so we know what's up, and that's on what? And that's on what? That's on period. And Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the title of the video, I'm back again with another story time. I honestly do not know what I'm gonna name this, y'all, because I could name this so many things. I don't know if I want to name this I got bamboozled, I got played, but it was nothing major, y'all. But people just be playing with me. Like, do I look like the type of person that just say play with me? I am to be played with. Like, do I look like that type of person, y'all? Because I got played again. And also, this story time is going to be like a little rant too, because it's late right now and I just feel like talking shit, y'all. I feel like talking shit about Texas. And if you a Houstonian, please don't do too much. This is just my personal experience that I've noticed about the nightlife in Texas, and I feel like ranting tonight, so we're gonna talk about it. Oh yeah, y'all. Your girl got her nails done today. Let me come on. Focus, baby, focus. Look at this. Look how grown and sexy and classy these is. If y'all feeling my new nails, it's not gonna focus, but just know I got my nails done today because I'm going on vacation soon, so y'all stay tuned for that. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I can't say too much, but by the next video, just make sure y'all got y'all notification bell on and make sure y'all subscribe. Let's go ahead and get into it. So y'all already know, in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So if you're not new here, you know that I've been in Texas for a little over a year now. So y'all, I'm already used to the nightlife. I was a bottle girl at one point in Houston for a little bit. And when I first moved here, I was going out like a lot. But now, y'all, since I'm settled in, I honestly have came to the conclusion that Texas nightlife is honestly overrated. Like, it's overrated. That's all I'm gonna say. So my girlfriend hit me. We're gonna go ahead and give her a name. Let's call her Lele. And I know I called somebody Lele in a previous story time, but this is not that Lele. This is just a new person. We're gonna call her Lele. So my girl Lele hit me up and she's like, Asia, Sunday fun day, question mark. Like, do you want to go to brunch tomorrow? But if you not from Texas, you probably think, all right, y'all just going to IHOP and y'all grabbing a bite, y'all catching up, girl talk, and y'all come back home. But no, brunch in Texas is basically an all-day event. Like, if your friend texts you saying that you want to go to brunch, you're going from spot to spot to spot to spot to spot. You will leave out your house by noon, and then you won't get back home till like 2, 3 in the morning. Like, brunch is an all-day event. Like, Sunday fun day in Houston is serious. Like, it's big business, y'all. So she texted me, and I didn't have anything to do this Sunday. So she's like, Asia, brunch, Sunday fun day. And I'm just like, let me look at my schedule. And I didn't have nothing to do, y'all. So I was like, yes, bitch, come pick me up tomorrow. She's like, be ready by, I think, like 1:30. She scooped me. And before we went out, she told me that we were going to be going out with her other friends. Mind you, these are like new friends of her, because my friend also just moved to Texas too. So these are just new friends that she just started hanging out with. So we're going to give the other friends, we're going to give them a name of Any, Mini, Mighty Mo. Y'all just need to remember that Mo is a guy. Mo is a homosexual guy, and then Any, Mini, and Mighty is 3 girls. Okay, I never met these girls before. My friends just like, I'm inviting my other friends, so you're gonna get to meet my friends at brunch. I'm like, okay, cool. Like I said, y'all, I don't have a lot of friends in Texas, so I don't have a problem with going out, networking, and mingling and meeting new people. So the first spot that we were supposed to be going to was Chapman and Kirby. Chapman and Kirby on Sunday is lit. Like, if you ever come to Houston and you here on a Sunday, you need to go to Chapman and Kirby. Chapman and Kirby is where all the grown, sexy, big, thick, filled and bearded men be. They be at Chapman and Kirby. So I'm excited, y'all. So she picks me up like she picked me up probably like 2 o'clock. She said she was gonna be here at 1:30, but she gets here at 2 o'clock, y'all. I get in the car and I'm just like, hey, Lele, you look cute or whatever. She's telling me I look cute. We on our way to Chapman and Kirby. We get to Chapman and Kirby, and like I said, it's a Sunday. And it's very important to have reservations at a lot of places on Sunday, or you're not going to get in. So we end up not having any reservations. They were saying it was going to be like a 2-3 hour wait. So we just like, fuck it. We just going to go to the next spot. The next spot that we decided to go to was the Domain. When we got to the Domain wasn't too crowded or anything. We also beat Any, Mini, Mighty, Mo to the Domain. So it's just me, Lele. We at the main. We didn't have to get a section or anything because it wasn't too busy. In Houston, you basically have to pay for a section anytime you go out if it's full, but if they have tables available, you don't have to pay for a section. So the Domain was chill. We got in there, she got us seated or whatever. We end up ordering, like, I wish I would have recorded some of this, y'all, but I wasn't even really on my phone this day. But we got like a tower. It was like a mimosa tower. And we got like, I think I got chicken and waffles. I believe my homegirl got like lamb chops and grits or whatever. And we had already ordered our food because we didn't know when Any, Mini, Mighty, Mo was gonna be there. Cause y'all know people be on CP time, and I don't got time for it. I don't got time for color people time. So we started ordering our food or whatever. So my food didn't come until I think right when Any, Mini, Mighty, Mo got there, that's when my food came to the table. So my food came to the table. Any, Mini, Mighty, Mo, they come, they just like, hi, I'm Any, hi, I'm Minnie, hi, I'm Mo. Like, you know, they introducing themselves to me. I'm just like, hey, I'm Asia, I'm Lele's homegirl. And they just like, hey girl, super duper friendly. You know, I shake everybody's hand. We formally meet y'all. And I'm digging into my food because like I said, I'm hungry, I'm eating, and I'm drinking my mimosa, whatever. I'm having a few mimosas. Lele's having a few mimosas. Her food comes out. The girls are like super duper friendly. Like as I'm eating my food, they like, is it good? I'm just like, yeah, it's good or whatever. I'm asking if they wanted something. They're like, nah, they don't want anything. Lele food comes out and they start attacking Lele's food. Like Lele had lamb chops, greens, and grits, I believe. So she's eating her food and Mo was just like, did you want another piece? And he starts like digging into her food. And Lele obviously wasn't that hungry, y'all, because she was just sharing her food with them. They was just all digging in her food. She was asking me if I wanted some. I think I tasted a piece of her lamb chop. It was chef kiss, y'all. The food was really, really good. So we eating or whatever. We're eating, probably like 20-30 minutes pass by. Any, Mini, Mighty, Mo, their food starts to come to the table. And when their food get there, they're super duper friendly and open to sharing their food, y'all. They're like looking at me and they asking, like, they're like, do y'all want some? Because one thing about us, we share food. Like we eat our food like that. Like you would think that we had a 6-course meal, because if it's 6 of us, each and every one of us, like we're sharing our food. So I'm just thinking to myself, I ain't saying nothing out loud, y'all, but I'm just thinking like, I like that, because that's how I am, y'all. Anytime I go on a date or anytime I go out to eat with my friends, I like to have options. So sometimes I'll order something and I'll be like, girl, you should get this because it's between this and this, and I want to try. But you know, I just want to try a little bit of everything, y'all. So I be tasting my friend's food when we go out. So I like that she wasn't stingy with her food. Like she was like, if you want some, let me know. I offer her some of my chicken and everything was cool, y'all. It was really it was a vibe, y'all. So one of the friends left. Let's say it was Any left the table and she was talking to some guy at a bar, and she wasn't really there like majority of the time when we all eating and mingling or whatever. She wasn't there. I would be like, where is Any at? They'll be like, oh, she over there trying to see if he can pay for our food. Some guy at the bar said he was gonna buy shots for the table, but she was trying to get him to pay for the food. And y'all know me, I'm thinking like, all right, do your thing, girl. You don't have to be over here socializing at all, because if you're gonna pay for the tab, you're gonna pay for the tab. So she's over there talking. Next thing you know, probably like maybe 10 minutes before we getting ready to wrap up the check, we kind of waiting to see if the dude at the bar was gonna cover our check, because she said that she was gonna get him to cover our check or whatever. And mind you, it's 6 of us. It's me, Lele, and then it's Any, Mini, Mighty, Mo. It's 6 of us, y'all. So our tab probably came up to like, it probably came up to around $300, because me and Lele tab together was like, honestly, y'all, I do not know how much me and Lele tab was, because one thing about me, when I go out with my friends, we just cover each other's tab. Like anytime I go out to lunch with any of my close friends, I'll cover her tab, and then the next time we go out to eat, she'll cover my tab. We just do it, y'all. We just do it. Like we don't say, oh, I got your tab this time, you got my tab this time. We just pick it up. I had already peeped and looked at Lele's food and see how much it was. Like I said, y'all, she got lamb chops. Lamb chops expensive, so I already knew that I wasn't covering her brunch tab this particular day, because it's just like, you got lamb chops, girl. I'm not trying to pay for a hospital bill. Like, I'm not covering your tab. But I was going to, but y'all, her tab was a hefty one. So she was just like, I made a little joke and I was just like, girl, I was gonna cover your tab, but your tab was, you know, a little out of the budget. So she ends up grabbing my tab for me. So I'm like, all right, thank you, girl. I think I had like 2 to 3 mimosas, y'all, and I had chicken and waffles. So my food was like no more than like, you know, $45, $50 or whatever. So she covered my tab. Minnie comes back to the table and she's just like, where is Annie at? Where Annie at? Is he covering the tab or not? And then they're like, girl, no, he went out to the car. She asked him to get a shot for the table. And he told her that he got bottles in the car. So he took her out to the car to get a shot and he didn't pay for our tab. That was that. We all laughing about that or whatever. We just having a good time. So I hop in the car with Lele and she just like, what's the next move? Like, where we going next? So they end up telling me about this place called, I think it was called, let me see. Cause I took a picture of this place because I was having a good time. Okay. Oh, it's called 5 Central, y'all. 5 Central is like, it's like downtown Houston in like the Post Oak area, if you're familiar. And it's just like a little old school vibe. This is my first time going there. We pull up there. This was like a little hole in the wall. It was playing like late 90s music, mid 2000s music. And that's my jam, y'all. So I get in there. And the first thing I hear when I step in the door is, I put your picture in my mirror, start to blush when somebody says your name. In my stomach, there's a pain. I said, you walk in my direction, I go the other way. Y'all, they playing Keisha Cole and Fantasia. They playing the old mid-2000s Beyonce. They playing Tink. They playing Tank. They playing all the old school jams. So as soon as we get in there, y'all, I don't got no seat or nothing, but I don't care about nothing. I'm just vibed up. Mind you, I'm a little tipsy, and any minute mighty Mo, he was already kind of like, y'all, he was already kind of drunk because they had been drinking earlier and pregame before we even got to Chapman and Kirby or whatever. So everyone's kind of like vibed up. I'm really vibed up, but they weren't really feeling the central spot. So we probably stayed there for like 30 minutes and they was just like, let's bounce. Let's go to the next spot. The next spot that we end up going to is Nomad. Nomad is bring your own bottle, and they also did have their own bottle. So we just like, we don't really want, you know, we just want to go somewhere and honestly just catch a vibe, y'all. We just trying to chill, catch a vibe. We not trying to do, we're not trying to do too much. Like I said, we had already ate. I was already tipsy. I was already feeling good just off the mimosas. Your girl, I'm a lightweight, y'all. It just take me to get a few drinks and I'm Gucci. So we pull up to Nomad. Nomad is doing a lot. Like I think they were charging like $20, $30 for parking. I do want to let y'all know, let's say any mini Miney. Let's say Miney is from all of them have already been in Houston longer than I have. Like I said, I don't know where the spot's at. Anytime I have to drive anywhere, y'all, I have to use my GPS. I don't know about nothing. So me and Lele, we hopped in the car with Minnie. Is it any Minnie? Yeah, Minnie. Minnie was like, oh, I know, we should go to Nomad. Nomad is usually lit on Sunday. I had never been to Nomad on a Sunday. I think I've been to Nomad like twice before, and I've been on, it was like a Monday night, and I think I went on like a Saturday night or whatever. So I didn't know what the vibe, what Nomad is going to be on a Sunday. So she just like, oh yeah, the Nomad is a vibe. It's bring your own bottle, parking. I know exactly what a park at. I'm from Houston. Like I know these streets, like I know all the spots or whatever. So I'm like, okay, girl, you know all the spots. You know, I'm feeling real good, y'all, because it's nothing like being in the city with somebody that's from the city. Like you know, they know the spots. So we pull up to Nomad talking about, I think it was like $40, $50 parking. She knew the spot, so she found us somewhere to park. Like she finessed us the parking spot, y'all. So we get in there, and like I said, it's bring your own bottle. We already kind of lit, and we already drunk, you know, not drunk, y'all, but we already, I'm gonna speak for me. Some of the people that was in the group, they were kind of, you know, tipping over the edge. Mo was already over the edge, but I'm just feeling good, y'all. So we get in there, and the people at Nomad is saying I think they said it was about a $200 minimum to sit down. So we like, it's a $200 minimum to sit down. And they're like, yeah, you have to spend a minimum of $200 to sit down. And they all looking at each other. And I'm just like, all right, we could do that. Like, no one's hungry. Because like I said, y'all, we had already just ate brunch, like max probably like 2-3 hours ago. We had just ate brunch. So just like, I ain't trying to spend $200. And I'm just like, well, we could get a hookah. Let's see how much a hookah was. We're not even gonna get on topic of the hookah, but y'all, hookahs is now $50 a hookah. Y'all know it costs like $35 to buy a hookah out the store, and we literally renting a hookah but paying for the price. We paying for the price of a hookah, but we're renting it for a few hours. So hookah was $50. and it's 3 of us, so we weren't gonna smoke up $200 worth of hookah. So we were just like, all right, let's just leave this spot because they doing a lot. Like basically, like we said, we wasn't gonna spend $200. One, we have our own bottle, so we're not gonna spend it on lick. 2, we just ate. And then 3, no one's spending $200 on hookah. So we leave that spot. And then Minnie is just like, I know we can go. The address is always lit on Sunday. I've been to the address one time, but I think I had been for brunch. But I always hear crazy stories about how lit the address is. The address is really, really nice. So I'm excited, y'all. And by this time, I want to say probably like 2 hours had already passed by because we was just kind of like, you know, just vibing in the car. I'm in the car with Minnie and Laylay's in the car. Minnie on the phone with Annie, and she's just like, yeah, I can't wait to get to the address. They got the best seafood, the best drinks. She just boosting, talking about the food and the drinks. And I'm in the back seat, not really thinking much of it, y'all, because like I said, we had already ate earlier. I was not hungry. I honestly was still a little tipsy. So, you know, I was thinking I was going to smoke a little hookah and have, you know, my little lemon drop martini, and, you know, in my night real nice. Like I wasn't trying to eat again, but she just keep talking about the seafood. She keep talking about this, all of this stuff or whatever. So I'm just like, all right, she getting me lit or whatever. So we pull up to the address and they talking about $4 parking. Mind you, this is not valet parking. This is not anything special, y'all. We park in our own car, but they want $40 just for us to park in a parking lot. But like I said, y'all, Minnie is from the city. So she's like, oh, don't worry about it. I got it. I know we could park at. For the free. So, you know, I'm feeling vibed. I'm like, yay, I'm in the city with somebody that got a, you know, that's somebody that got an 832 area code. Somebody that got a 218. Is it 218? No, it's 281 area code. So I'm feeling nice or whatever. So she finds us a parking spot. It's literally like a walk and a skip from the address, y'all. So we get away with paying free parking. We haven't paid for parking all day, which is rare on a weekend in Texas, y'all. So I'm lit or whatever. We get inside there. There's no door fee. I don't think, no, y'all, we didn't pay for a door fee or anything. He checks our ID at the door, and it's not too many people in there because by the time we get there, it's like 8 o'clock at night, y'all. We pull up, we get us a section. But this basically, it was a section, y'all, but it was a free section. So it was like a table section. So after a certain time, they start charging for the section. But because we came in early enough, we didn't have to pay for the section. So we get seated. As soon as we come in there, as soon as we get in there, someone comes up to us and he was like, y'all want hookah. And I knew I wanted a hookah, but like I said, I'm with a group of people. So I'm asking them, like, how many hookahs should we get? So they looking at each other like, how many hookahs? Like, Annie asking Minnie, he like, how many hookahs? And then Minnie is asking Mo, like, how many hookahs? And I'm just thinking, I hope they don't say nothing less than like 3 hookahs, because, you know, 2 people person a hookah, y'all. Like, I'm just hoping they don't say it. So I hear Mo be like, all we need is one hookah, right? One hookah. So I'm looking and I'm like, no, we need 2 hookahs. So Minnie looks at me and she's like, 2 hookahs? And I'm like, yeah, 2 hookahs. And she's like, how much is the hookahs? Because the guy asked me, did we want hookah? So I'm like, how much is the hookahs? He's like, the hookahs is $50. So I'm like, he said the hookahs $50. So he just like, yeah, we'll go ahead and get 2 of them. She goes and looks at her friends and he's like, and they're like, yeah, go ahead and get 2. And I was just happy that they said, let's get 2 hookahs instead of 1 hookah. Because, y'all, what would have had looked like if 6 people were smoking 1 hookah? Like, we would have looked like, the hookah would have looked like Medusa. Imagine 6 people around a table smoking on 1 hookah. So I'm telling him we want 2 hookahs. He comes back. The hookah is $100 for 2 hookahs. I don't remember who covered the hookahs, but it was one of the girls. Let's say it was Any covered the hookahs, y'all. Any covered the hookahs. Everybody is cash apping Any. I believe we cashed up her $16 a piece because she put the hookahs on her card. So that's that or whatever. The bottle girl comes to our table and she started asking us what we want. I'm telling her I just want a lemon drop martini because, like I said, y'all, I was not hungry because we had just ate earlier. Like, we had ate a few hours ago and I still wasn't hungry. And they started ordering like seafood, crawfish, tacos, drinks, shots. They just started ordering all of these things. So they ordering everything or whatever. You know, I'm just vibed up or whatever. I'm just, you know, in the section, just vibing. We smoking a hookah. Me and my friend sharing a hookah. and then any mini money mo they sharing a hookah or whatever. But like I said, y'all, everyone was pretty friendly and everyone was willing to share everything. So if I wanted to hit that hookah, they let me hit that hookah. It wasn't really a big deal. Like the vibe was immaculate. Everybody was just chilling, having a good time. So one of somebody's food came. I think it was Minnie. Minnie was sitting beside me. Her food comes and she's like, y'all, she's fucking it up. Like the food is smelling good. Like she's really going in on the seafood. So I'm just like, ooh, can I have some? Because I think I'm going to order that. Mind you, I wasn't hungry, y'all. I was just being a monkey. Monkey see, monkey do. I smelled her food, so I wanted it. So I asked her, can I have some? And she's just like, and for a moment, it took me back because you was just telling me at the other spot, one thing about us, we gonna share food. We like 5-course meals. Like we like tasting a little bit of everything. But now I'm asking for a piece of, it was like a seafood boil. I just wanted to taste a piece of shrimp or sausage. I just wanted to taste the sauce to know if it was going to be good enough for me to order it. So now I'm asking you, can I taste some of the food? And you a little hesitant. She just like, and she shakes her head, yeah. So I go ahead and get like the smallest piece of shrimp off her plate or whatever. And the food at the address, if you ever come to Texas, although everything is overpriced and it's overrated, I still recommend it. The food was like unbeatable. I had never tasted seafood that good before. So I'm like messing her seafood up, y'all. I messed up the one shrimp or whatever. So as soon as the bottle girl comes back to the table, I'm just like, yeah, can I get whatever she just got? Because this is good. So she's like, yeah, that's fine or whatever. So the girl Minnie actually orders another thing, another seafood boil, because y'all, the food was that good. So she had one, and then when the lady came back, she was just like, can I have another one, and could you possibly put an order in for me to go, like, because like I need another one. That's how good the food was. So my friend had ordered, like Lele had ordered her little tacos. She starts ordering I think she had a lemon drop as well. Also, I do want to say, when I ordered my lemon drop martini, y'all, I just be ordering drinks. I just know what the drink is called. Do not ask me what's in the drink. So the bottle girl comes to the table and she's just like, what do you want in your lemon drop? I didn't know that vodka was the alcohol that comes inside of a lemon drop, y'all. So I'm just like, whatever it comes with, like, what do you mean? So she was just like, we got Casamigo, we got Azul, we got Patron, we got, like, she just starts naming all these different types of liquor. So I'm just like, Patron. So she puts Patron in the lemon drop, y'all. I didn't know that she was charging me extra for the Patron because, like I said, I don't know what comes in drinks. I just know what the drink is called. So, you know, she orders that drink or whatever. My friend ends up getting it as well. I see her go through the same thing. She just like, I want whatever it comes with. Then she starts naming all of these top bottle shelf drinks or whatever. So my friend is just like, I just want Patron too. So we get our lemon drop. I'm babysitting my lemon drop, y'all, because I'm already toe up. Like, I'm already done. Like, I'm trying to breathe, y'all. Like, I'm in between smoking hookah and I'm sipping on my drink, and I'm honestly just trying to breathe. I'm about to like pass out. But like I said, I'm still vibing. I'm still having a good night. I did not drive. I carpooled with my friend, and me and my friend Lele, we hopped in the car with Minnie. So, you know, I'm not trying to kill the vibe. And the address is like 50 minutes from my house. So I'm not trying to call an Uber home. You know, I'm trying to keep up. But girl, your girl is slowly cracking down, y'all. My eyes are starting to get weak. I'm starting to fold. Like, my eyes is feeling heavy, y'all. So somebody comes over to our section. It was like a guy. And he's like all dimed out. He looked like Flavor Flav. He got like a big clock around his neck, big chains, hella rings on him. He had like dreads in his car. And he comes to the table, and I think he had like cash in his hand. And he's like whispering in my friend's ear. He's whispering in Lele's ear. And he was just like, whoever with me, I got what you need. I'm gonna get you what you need, baby. Like, shawty, if you with, excuse me. He's like, shawty, if you with me, like, I got you. I got what you need, what y'all need or whatever. So my friend is kind of just looking at him like, you lame, get from our table, like you doing a lot. Like, if you want to talk to her, just come over and be respectful and say, hi, how's your name? Can I take you out sometime? But no, you coming over with the extraness, what you need, I got what you need type thing. And it's like, we didn't ask you for all of that. Because later when she take your money, you're going to be crying about, oh, don't nobody want me, I feel used. Y'all know the ones that be talking about women don't want nothing but money. But when they come to your face and they, they speak to you, the only thing they show they can offer is money, but they want to cry about it later. So he was just giving that vibe, y'all. So he comes to the table doing the most or whatever, and my friend is kind of like just looking him up and down, not really saying much or whatever. So he leaves the table. Next thing you know, the bottle girl comes back to our table like 5 minutes later, and she's coming back to the table with all these shots. Mind you, I'm through. I don't need no tequila shots. Your girl is done. The rest of them, they're like, they on the verge. We've been drinking all day since 3 p.m. We've been drinking. By this time, it's 10 o'clock at night. We've literally been drinking all day. So he's like, shots. He got the shots or whatever. So the guy that came to the table, the Flavor Flav wannabe, he ordered us all of these shots or whatever. So we look back at him and we're just like, we saying thank you or whatever. So they're just like, come on, y'all, let's take our shots. Not really wanting to take my shot, but also I'm not trying to be a party pooper, y'all. So they're just like, come on, Asia, take your shot. So yeah, I sipped my shot. I didn't really take my shot because, like I said, I was still sipping on my lemon drop. So I'm really feeling thrown after I take my shot. Y'all. They take their shot. They're ordering like more food and like, other little add-ons for their food. So by this time, let's say it's like 11. It's like pushing 11. I think we end up leaving there by like 11, 12-ish. So finally, the bottle girl, the waitress / bottle girl, she comes back to the table and she comes back with one check, y'all. And when she comes back with one check, she hands it to Minnie. Mind you, Minnie is the one that's from Houston. Minnie loves the address. She goes to the address all the time. But she looks surprised when she comes back with one check. She's like, oh, no, we need 6 checks. So Minnie is like, we need 6 checks. And the bottle girl's just like, oh, no, we don't do that here. It's one check. So then she looks at Annie and Mo, and she just like, they said they only do one check. So I'm like reading out their mouth, y'all, because mind you, we are in the club sitting in the section. So I can't really hear what's going on, like what they're verbally saying, but I'm like reading lips. So he's just like, oh no, why they can't split the check? Why they can't split the check? It's like, why they can't split the check? So he's trying to talk to the bottle girl and he hands her back the check, and basically he's trying to explain to her that they need to split the check. And I didn't really want to do all the back and forth, y'all. And I honestly was tired and I was sleepy and I wanted to go home. So I grabbed the check. I look at the check and I make sure whatever the amount is on the check, I had in my account, which the check ended up coming up to like almost $300. So I pull out my debit card. I go ahead and give the bottle girl my card, and I'm thinking like, we'll just do what we did with the hookah. Everybody just cash at me, whatever it was. Mind you, y'all, I didn't know what the amount, how much my food cost. I didn't know how much late food. I didn't know how much food cost, because at the end of the day, y'all, I'm just thinking, they'll know just to go ahead and cash at me, Zelle me, just do whatever. I'm just ready to go, because by this point, I'm smacked, y'all. So the lady, she comes back with the check. When I get she comes back with the receipt for the tab or whatever. So when I get the tab, like I said, I'm not really thoroughly reading anything, y'all. I am lit. So I'm just like, y'all make sure when y'all send the money to me, you include the tip or whatever. And Minnie looks at me and she's just like, no, I'm not tipping her. And I'm just like, what you mean you're not tipping her? So she grabs the tab, she scans the receipt, and she's like, no, the gratuity came with the check. Like, the gratuity is already included in the total. So I'm like, all right, cool. Well, just make sure y'all send y'all percentage or whatever, do the math or whatever. Because she was calculated doing the math. She had already passed the receipt to Annie and Monte and Mo. She had already passed the receipt to them. So I'm thinking, they're going to send me the correct amount. Mo ends up asking me, do I have Zelle? Can he just Zelle it? I'm like, yeah, sure. That's better because it's coming out of my account or whatever. So, 2 minutes go by. I'm starting to receive the little cha-ching, the notifications from Snapchat. Sorry, not Snapchat, y'all. The notifications from Cash App. So Cash Apps are starting to come through. Zelle text messages are starting to come through. So I'm thinking like, all right, cool. Everybody, everyone has sent me their money. And mind you, Lele is my friend. And Lele had already paid for my brunch earlier. And anytime we go out, if she paid for me, I pay for her. So it was my turn to pay for her tab or whatever. So I told her she didn't have to worry about Cash App, me, Zelling me, or anything. I had her or whatever. So finally, the bottle girl, she comes back and I give her, trying to pass her the receipt. She sees that there's no tip like written on the thing. So she was just like, hey, don't forget the tip or whatever. And I look at her and I'm just like, the tip is already included. And she's like, what? But you need the tip at least 20%. I'm just like, no, the tip is already included. So she just walked away, y'all. She walks away with an attitude. I leave the receipt right there on the table, and I'm just like, come on, y'all, like, let's go. I don't got time to be arguing with nobody about if they deserved an additional tip or not, or whatever. I was, y'all, like I said, I was snap. I ain't have time to argue. So I'm just like, y'all, let's go. So we end up walking out or whatever. We lit. Lele is just like yelling. She's singing songs. She just, we having a good time. I'm telling everybody, bye, nice to meet you. Like, nice to meet you, girl. Finally we get in a car with Lele drives us back to Lele drives me back to my apartment, y'all. I get in the house, like I said, by this point it's like 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm asleep because, like I said, I'm tired. I've been out all day. So I go ahead and get in the bed. I go to sleep. The next day, I look at my bank statement and I see the charge for $300 on my card or whatever. So I go and get my purse that I had the night prior to like see like how much was the food, what was what, whatever, to make sure everybody sent the correct amount. So y'all, why am I looking on the receipt and the total came up to $300? I calculated me and Lele's food. Me and Lele's food totaled up together $70. Because mind you, I end up ordering a pound of shrimp. My shrimp was like $13.99, I believe. Lele had 2 things of tacos. Her tacos were like less than $10. It was like $9. And then we had a lemon drop martini, and she charged us like an additional $4 or $5 for the lemon drop because we end up getting like a higher chef liquor. When we told her we wanted vodka, we wanted what the drink came with, but she was trying to upsell and make our tab higher so she can get a bigger tip. So she did that or whatever. Mind you, no one told her to do that. She didn't clarify that's what she was doing. So I'm already annoyed with that. I go back to my Cash App, and I could put the screenshots in here, y'all, but y'all just gonna have to believe me because it was 4 Cash Apps and it was, no, 3 Cash Apps and it was 1 Zelle. So it says that I got a Zelle for like $27. I'll put the screenshot in here. It said I got a Zelle for $27. It said I got a Cash App, one for $30, one for $20, and it was like another one. So the total amount of the Zelles and the Cash Apps that came through was under $100. And mind you, it was any, many, money more. It's 4 of them, and me and Lele food only came up to $70. So it's just like, where is this extra $100 coming from? So I look on the receipt. The gratuity off a $300 tab came up to like, I want to say it was like $44 in gratuity. And it was like maybe $20 in taxes and fees, and it was like another like little charge on there, I guess, to use the machine. It was like $4.50 on there. So total, outside of everyone paying for their food, just alone with the tip, taxes and fees, and another charge to use the machine, that came up to like $70 alone. Mind you, no one sent me the amount to split the difference between the tip and the taxes and fees. Also, on top of that, no one didn't pay for their bill in full, and I don't know who had what, y'all, so I couldn't really calculate it. So y'all know I called Lele and I'm just like, Lele, tell me why I'm looking at this receipt and me and your food totaled up to $70. Because mind you, I just had a pound of shrimp and you had 2 tacos, and we had 2 drinks, and the other shots and things, it was on the guy. He covered the shots or whatever. So I'm just like, why none of them included the tip in there? And I remember reminding them that night, don't forget to pay y'all tip. And on top of that, y'all didn't even pay y'all food in full, y'all. When I'm looking at the receipt, it's saying that people had extra butter, people had extra sauce, so they was charging them like $4 extra. You know how like restaurants do, like if you get all flats, instead of charging you $1 more, because that's what I remember it being. But I guess inflation, y'all, it's like an extra $4 if you want all flats for your chicken. Like, it was just so many additional charges on the receipt. And I'm just thinking like, it ain't no way that you telling me that these people order all this stuff and sent me just not even just the amount to cover their food. Like, who does that? Y'all, I honestly could not believe it. And I end up telling, because Lele was just like, oh, do you want me to call any mini money mo and tell them to send you this, da, da, da? But it was just like, no, it's just too much. It's a whole new day. I just know I won't be going out to eat with any mini money mo again, or I won't be trying to be the nice person and just, offering to like put it on my card because y'all didn't know that they only do one check. But it's like, because Minnie was from the city and you knew the address, you go to the address all the time because the food's so good, like you know so much about it. How you didn't know that that they didn't do multiple checks? Like, how didn't you know that? I only went to the address once before y'all, so I honestly don't remember. And like I said, when I go out with my friends, they cover my tab and I cover their tab, so we don't really split tabs anyway. And if it was up to me, y'all, I would have just said, it's what I wanted to say that night. I would just wanted to be like, let's just split the tab 6 ways. It's 6 of us, let's just split it 6 ways, instead of doing like who got this, who got that. Like, you know, when you lit, when you drunk, no one's gonna be looking into the receipt that night. No, I just, you know, you just ready to go home. So this is why I like to just split the tab, or I like to just cover my friend food, because it's always almost too much, y'all. But yeah, I just came on here to give y'all a little story time on how I got played by any, mini, mighty, mo. And like I said, I don't know who did what, because I don't know what everyone had. But it's just like, do I just look playable? Do it just look like I should be played with? Do it, y'all. But yeah, I'm sleepy, y'all. It's about, oh, I did not imagine this video being this long. We almost at 30 minutes, y'all. But like I was saying, yeah, y'all, going out is just, it's just overrated now. I don't know if I partied so much in my college years that now it's just like everything just seems to be too much. Like, I just hate section culture. I hate club culture now. Like, I remember back then you used to be able to go to the club with no money and you would just have the funnest. Like, you didn't have to have no section, you didn't have to buy no drinks and no bottles. You pregame at home and then you went to the club and you just had a blast. Like, you just had the funnest time. Everyone's dancing, everyone's vibing. But now I honestly feel like section culture just made things lame. Having to buy 3-4 bottles to just be seated, it's just, all of it is just entirely too much, y'all. If you a homebody, this video is for you. You gonna like this video, because I'm about to become a homebody, y'all, because going out is just very much ghetto now. Like, I don't know if it's like this in every city, I doubt it, but it's just like, why are hookahs $50? Like, why does a hookah cost more than it costs for me to fill my car up? Why is parking $40 and it's not valet? Why is there always a 3-hour wait? Like, why? Why, y'all? I don't know, but good night, y'all. As y'all can see, I'm tired. My eyes feeling heavy. My back is hurting because I'm tired of carrying. For the girls that be praying for a big booty and big boobs, stop praying for it, because it's a lot, y'all. My back hurt. But good night. I'll see y'all in my next video.